Hello everyone, welcome to Cybrosys Technologies. In today's video, we're going to discuss about what's new in Odoo19 inventory module. So let's walk through the inventory module and move on to the products. And let's consider a product, let's say Office Lab. Upon moving on to the Office Lab here, you can see that we have the product type as goods and now we have the option to track the inventory. So let me enable the feature. So you can track the inventory based on quantities and you would be able to see the forecasted quantities over here. As we haven't solved any items, we cannot see that. And here you can see, yeah, we have the sold quantity as 11 and the purchased quantity as 0. Now, if you want to just set the quantity, you can easily set the quantity over here. Upon clicking on new button, you can see that we can just add the inventory count. So let me set it as 100 over here. Okay. So if I set 100 quantity of office lamp over here, you can see that currently it's been updated and you can find the forecasted quantity. Now, upon moving on to the other tab, you would be able to see the further changes. So in the sales tab of Odoo19 of a product, you can see that we have a new field called packaging. So we can manage the packs over here. So here I would like to consider pack of 6. If you want to add multiple packs, you can add multiple packs over here. So if I'm setting it as a pack of 6 here, you can see that this will have 6 quantity and we can also designate a um, barcode for this particular package. Okay, so upon setting it, you can save it. And if you want to set multiple barcodes, you can also set that. And here you can see that we have the option to set it as a package of box and that will be having 2 quantity. And let me set a barcode number over here and let me save it. So once it's 10, you can save the changes that you have made. And if you want to just set different units for the vendor, you can also set that. So here you can see that here we have different vendors such as Decoadict, Wood Corner, Azure Interior, and let me change the quantities over here. Okay, or if you want to add a new vendor, you can easily add the vendor. And let me add Abigail Peterson as the other vendor, and let me set it as 6 quantity. Okay, so once I choose it as 6 quantity here, you can see that we can add the pack of 6 as a unit. And if you want to add any other uh, units, you can also simply add that. So in Odoo19, multiple units of measurement is possible for a single item itself, and you can save the changes that you have made. From this, we can say that this will give a clear view on the stock level as well as that follows an operation. Okay, so once it's done, you can see these are the one of the changes that you can find in the Odoo 90. Now you can purchase the item in terms of the packages and you can also buy the sell or purchase the items in packages. Yeah, obviously that we have discussed right now. Now let's move on to the procurement. To manage with the procurement, we can move on to the purchase module. So in the purchase module, you can find that we can create a new RFQ. So we know procurement is basically dealing with everything from an order, with the supplier management and everything. So here, this will get the order with the right quantity, and this also optimizes the cost. And the first step is to set a vendor over here. So currently you can see that I'm not going to choose any vendor, but I'll be moving on to the catalog. So as you just try to choose the catalog over here without choosing the vendor, it's not easy to get into the catalog. So let me choose the Decoadict over here. Once it's been set, you can move on to the catalog, and this catalog will only show the products that are related to the vendor Decoadict. So if you want to add the items here, you have the option to add the items, and you can easily see that. And here you can see that if you want to add all these items into our purchase order, you can simply click on add and that will be added over here. Now when you're back to the quotation here, you would be able to see the items that been added, and upon clicking on the catalog again, here you can see that we have the option to suggest the quantity. So currently we can replenish for 7 days and based on the last 30 days. Now if you want to just get based on different dates, here you will be getting that. And you can make further changes. Okay, so I'll be setting with 50 percentage. And if there are any suggestions for the replenishment of the items, that will be displayed over here. If you want to add any sections, you can add that. Currently we have added these items, so if you want to make any further filtration, you can just do so. And in this case, we can also add a section. So currently I'm not adding any sections over here. Now once it's been set, you can just move on with the um I mean, the replenishment of the items, right? So here you can see that currently we have just created an RFQ. Now let's imagine that if you want to just replenish these items. So the replenishment will be actually done from the inventory module. Now let's move on to the inventory module. And in the inventory module, we have the operations and we have the option to replenish the item. So upon moving on to the replenishment, here you can see that we have the product, its location, on hand quantities, then the forecasted quantity. If you want to view the product exactly, here you would be able to see the items, and here you can see the route. And here you can see that the route is just gray color, which means that this is the default route. And upon choosing the settings here, if you want to see the vendor, you can also just enable the vendor field, and this shows the default vendor of these items. Okay, so once it's 10, if you want to set a minimum quantity for these items, you can set that. So I just want to see the products over here. So I would like to consider the product, which is corner desk right set. So let me set it as 5 quantity. Okay, so once it's been set, you can also set it as the maximum quantity and to order and all. And if you want to change this quantity into any other, you can also change that. Let's say I want to change it as 6. Okay, and let's the maximum quantity be 18. And here you can see that to order will be 19. And if you want to make the order, you can also just do that. And in this case, we can also find we have a new section called horizon. Okay, so if you want to manage with the horizon, you can simply change the number of days given over here, and you would be able to see a change in the quantities that we have given. So currently you cannot find any further changes. So let me set the quantities over here. Okay, and let's set the other quantities, that is the maximum quantity and everything. Now let me change the horizon to 365. And once it's been set, you can see if there are any changes that has taken place. You would be able to see the changes that's been taking place over here. Okay, so this is one of the other changes that you can find in the Odoo19. And here we can see the default vendor and all. Now if you want to add a new replenishment rule, you can simply click on new button, and that would allow you to choose the replenishment rule over here. So I would like to choose the office. Okay, so let me choose the first lab. So you can see the on-hand quantity is given as 100, forecasted quantity is 166. And let's move on to the settings. And here you can see that if you want to enable the triggering, you can just simply enable that. And if you want to know the multiple quantities and all, you can also just move on with it. So when you just try to do this, here you can see you are getting a validation error. The operation cannot be completed because a replenishment rule already exists for this. So in that case, you cannot add the replenishment rule over here, and you can further make further changes in the existing rule. Now upon moving on to the replenishment information, you can see that we have an I button, and under the I button you can find further changes. Okay, so currently we can see there is a slight change in the UI that shows the days to purchase, today's date, order deadline, vendor lead time, receipt date, and a time horizon is also given here. Now if you want to just know the min max quantities based on last 30 days, you can also easily get that. and the graph will be appearing over here. So here you can see I have just given based on last 7 days, and the minimum quantity is 6 and the maximum quantity is 18. If you want to change it as any other quantity, you can simply change the quantities, and here you can see that the daily demand is 0 units per day. And if there is any changes, you would be able to see the change in the graph over here. Now upon moving on to the vendor, here you can see that we can also just do move on with the setting of a supply. Okay, so if this product has got multiple vendors, that vendors will be appear over here. So currently we know that this vendor will be considered as default vendor, as there is only one vendor. Now once everything is done, if you want to create an order, replenishment order manually, you can simply go to the orders and choose it manually. Now let me before that, let me move on to the ReadyMat, and here we know ReadyMat is the vendor. So in Odoo19 we have a new feature to group the RFQ. So upon choosing the vendor, here you can see that under the sales and purchase we have an option to group the RFQ. It can be based on order, daily, weekly, or always. So let me choose it as always and save. So we have already discussed about what is a group RFQ and how it's plays in the purchase module. So if you're setting it as always, the replenishment need to be grouped always. So once it's done, what you have to do is let's order the item manually. Now let's order it, and here you can see that it's been generated, and upon choosing that, you would be able to see that currently we have only item, and that item is ordered. If you have multiple items and when you just choose the group by as group RFQ as always, then whenever you create a replenishment order and made the orders, all the items will be grouped for this vendor with a particular RFQ over here. Now let's move on to the feature MTO. To manage with the MTO, you can move on to the configuration, and here we have a feature called MTO. So this would allow you to replenish on order, that's make to order, and that automate the purchase order when a product is sold and get direct links between the documents. So once you enable this feature, you can just set the replenishment on order for the product. So as you just move on to the products, and let's consider any of the product, let's say the cabinet with door or any other product, like it be corner desk, right set. Okay, so let me set this product as favorite. And here, upon moving to the inventory module, you can see that we have the replenish on order. But when we move on to the previous versions, here we can see that we have multiple routes that's were available for a particular product. But everything is very simplified, and that's truly saves the times and effort to manage the routes and reduces the other complexity regarding the routes. Okay, so once it's been set over here, we can move on to the sales module. Now let's see how this works. So here you can see that I would like to consider a customer decor addict, and let me choose the product over here. So here it's corner desk, right sit, and here you can see that if you want to enable the optional products, you can just go ahead and enable all those. And let me add the item over here. Okay, so currently if you want to set any other quantity, you can set that. And here under the settings, we have the option to set the routes. So under the routes itself, in Odoo19, we have the option to set multiple routes. Currently we have the replenishment on order. If you have any other route like buy or any other routes, you can simply set that over here. So currently you can see we have one route, and let's add a few more products. Okay, so let me add the product acoustic block screen. And if you want to add any routes over here, you can specify the route that you want to add. And once everything has been set, you can save the changes that you have made. As there is a warning here, you can see this product is defective. That's a warning that we are getting right now. And if we haven't designated a vendor over here, like under the purchase, we just need to ensure that we have designated a vendor. So if you're not designating a vendor over here, and when you just try to confirm the order, you can see that you'll be getting that invalid operation, like no rule has been set for the corner desk. Now, which means we just need to set the vendor over here. Okay. So as to create a purchase order, so I would like to consider Anita over here as a vendor. Let me set the quantity and let me save it. And again, let's confirm the quotation. So as I just confirmed the quotation with the MTO, you can see that the purchase order is triggered over here. Now you can just move on with the further process like confirming the order to receive the item. If you want to send the RFQ separately, you have the option to do that, and you can also just do the price comparison and everything. So that's all for today. If you find this video informative, please do like, share and subscribe our channel. If you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementation and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys. Thank you for watching the video.